In Doing Church as a Team, Pastor Wayne Cordero underscores that church numbers are insignificant if every individual is not involved. He will show you how to identify the hidden callings of the members in your church so that together you can accomplish anything God has called you to do. In Attitudes That Attract Success, Pastor Wayne Cordero gives you practical steps to building internal values and perspectives that will change your life. Your great new future is a lot closer than you know. In fact, it's just one attitude away. In Culture Shift, Pastor Wayne Cordero leads church and ministry leaders through a process of identifying their church's distinctive culture, giving practical tools to change it from the inside out. Once this fundamental shift has occurred and the new habits and values become central to everything your church does, a healthy, energetic, God-honoring church will be unleashed into a world that is desperately crying out for it. In his book, Leading on Empty, Wayne Cordero candidly shares his experience with the hope that it will encourage others headed down the same path. He was able to get back in touch with his life, get back in proper balance, and allow God to re-energize his spirit in a way that propelled him forward to greater levels of service. Take advantage of Wayne's helpful advice early on and avoid burnout altogether. In Rising Above, Pastor Wayne Cordero will give you concise, easy-to-apply methods for turning mistakes into miracles. When you know what God has in mind for you, you can develop the utmost resilience and rise above even the most difficult obstacles. So advance toward a life of excellence by building with what life throws at you. In The Divine Mentor, you will learn how to enjoy a dynamic, vital, and intimate relationship with God as you learn to hear Him speak daily through the Bible. Wayne Cordero challenges you to develop a lifelong habit of listening to God's voice through Scripture, the one thing Jesus says is truly necessary. In The Dream Releasers, Pastor Wayne Cordero provides an answer to one of our greatest dilemmas, unrealized potential. It holds the keys to unlocking the greatest treasures in people's hearts, even as Jesus did with the 12. In The 7 Rules of Success, Wayne Cordero offers 7 life lessons from some famous characters in Scripture. To these character studies, Cordero adds his own experiences and stories that will help you apply each particular life lesson. Discover sound biblical guidance and wise counsel for living life more fully. In his book, The Irresistible Church, Pastor Wayne Cordero lays out 12 practical steps to being a church that heaven applauds, a church that God can't help but bless. Whether you're a pastor, lay leader, or person in the pew, this book will show you how your church can become one that God uses in incredible, irresistible ways.